this is Tamari, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing the Mercury Retrograde messages for the sign of Libra. Now just to let you know, I'll be using the Isis Oracle deck that was bought for me for Valentine's Day by my wonderful boyfriend Rob, so thank you Rob. These are really gorgeous and I'm really happy to be using them. And he also got me my new Waite tarot deck also, which has been really handy. So again, thank you so much for that. So the idea behind this type of reading is to get some information and some divine guidance and wisdom for the introspective work that you can do during this time period. As you know, Mercury Retrograde is a difficult time for taking any direct action on things, particularly when it comes to contracts, any significant plans, big life changes, anything related to electronics as well. Communication tends to go a bit haywire in general, and there can be a lot of misunderstandings and you know, just things not being communicated in the right way. So it's not the best time for having big meaningful conversations either. So really, I would say it's better to use your energy for doing introspective work, you know, really going within and seeing what needs addressing, what needs healing, and what you can do to really think about where you want to move things forward, okay, how you want to approach things as soon as we come out of this period. So let's get stuck in for you then. So Libra, what's going on for you right now? What is it that the divine wants you to know at this time? What's going to help you move nicely along your path and aligns with the higher frequencies and energies? Okay, so your first card is the Brother in Darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Interesting. So this is talking about obviously doing shadow work and obviously negating the darker energies that may come towards you at this time by using your sacred divine intuition and your sacred feminine intuition. So we'll go into that in a moment. So what else have we got for Libra? You'd have to bear with me. I may be a little bit muddled. I mean, I'm always getting tongue-tied and stuff, but particularly when there's Mercury retrograde and I'm feeling a little bit sick. So not the best combination, but I really want to get these readings now. Sorry about that really noisy bike. Joys of living in the city. So yeah, I really want to get these readings out, and yeah, I don't really want to delay it if I can help it. So okay, so your next card was Temple of Black Obsidian, the Dark Healing Chamber. Amazing. If any of you are into your crystals, you'll know that obsidian, whilst it is a volcanic rock, it's very powerful in terms of negating and dealing in general with you know, darker forces, dark energy, anything of that sort. It's very good as a protective stone and for amping up your abilities and for amping up your rituals as well. Okay, so it's a very powerful crystal is what I'm getting at. Okay, and finally you have Temple of Carnelian, entering the fiery belly of Sekhmet, which is awesome. Okay, so this is really potent as a reading. As I was just telling you, these cards are brand new. Whilst I love them and I have a general gist of what they represent, I don't know the meanings yet. I haven't pulled all the cards yet, so I want to read the short summary from each for each card, just to give you a better insight as to what the cards represent. So we'll start with the Brother in Darkness card. 29. Alright. So I'll just grab this for you so you can see it while I read it. Wherever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our our feminine divine power. There you go. You is fine. Your feminine is fine, right? Anyway, the brother in darkness indicates that there is negative energy either within you or outside of you, but directed towards you, that is providing you with a spiritual test, beloved initiate. You shall overcome this energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There's no need to be afraid. Okay? So it's saying that there may be some influence at work in your life right now that is casting a negative shadow over you. However, you can prevail over whatever energies are trying to inflict chaos and mayhem and destruction in your life. Okay? I don't feel like this is so much coming from you directly. However, because it is being directed at you, I feel like your shadow self may be dancing to its tune a little bit. So you need to keep that in check, okay? And just be aware where you may be slipping and falling into these darker tendencies, okay? Especially when it comes to hedonistic tendencies, okay? So just be aware of that and try and find the balance, and make sure that you do take some time out for meditation and energy balancing, okay? Alright, so let's look at Temple of Black Obsidian, because this is really going to help you with, counteracting these darker energies that may be around you, okay? And any dark presences that may be trying to infiltrate your life in one way or another. So if you don't have black obsidian currently, and you have a bit of a crystal collection going on, or you feel some kind of connection with particular crystals, I recommend that you do get yourself a little lump of black obsidian, because it really is a powerful stone. I always have it with me wherever I go. Okay, so let's have a look. Here's some 4. Alright. Beloved initiate, the most challenging task is not to confront an external enemy, but to take courage in both hands and journey within, to meet our own dark self, and to begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it. That is the sacred purpose of any enemy, within or without, to bring us more deeply into our own being as we seek to find and heal the darkness within. Okay? So this is what it's saying, that you can use this energy as a means of exploring your own depths, understanding the shadow parts of yourself that is resonating with these frequencies. As I said, I don't feel like it's you that is really projecting darkness around you, but I feel like you are on some level harmonizing from your shadow self with certain aspects of this energy. So what you're being asked to do at this time is to venture within and see those parts of yourself that is answering the call of the darker forces in your life, okay? That's that Lilith energy that's kind of being playful and seductive and wanting to, do the dark dance with these forces and presences. So just be mindful of that and really take some time out to address those things, those parts of yourself, and do some shadow work and healing, particularly at the time of the full moon. That's going to be very, very important for you. I had a similar energy for Virgo, whose reading I did just previously, but for you it feels like this is more prominent, that I feel like it's not just, for those of you who this reading resonates for, it's not just that there may be some darker energies coming into your life at this time in one way or another, in shape or form. I feel like there are specific presences that are trying to make themselves known at this time and are trying to like I said, test you, not derail you, but to poke at you and see how you react, what you do, right? So it's just important to be aware of that. Now let's look at the Temple of Carnelian. So, okay. You have such strength within you. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage. Taking risks that feel true into your heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive, embodied and more of yourself, even if not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. Okay, so this is talking about, finding your courage to overcome these forces at work, to overcome the test, the challenge, okay, to show that you are ready to rise to the occasion, that you have the mettle to overcome these challenges, to surpass the expectations, right? Because you know the path you're on, you know what you're capable of. And now is your chance to prove that you're not going to be so easily derailed, right? So that's very, very powerful. This feels very much like a rite of passage for you, Libra, okay? Because your sign is symbolized by the scale, right? It's all about finding equilibrium. Because you do, especially your sign, Libra, you tend to, as an air sign especially, tend to go between, the two polar opposites, right? The light and darker spectrum. And you tend to sort of pendulum between them until you reach that middle point of grounding, right? And that's what I feel like you'll be doing throughout your life, trying to find that middle point, that perfect zero, right? Coming back to zero where you feel at most peace and contented, right? Which is what I feel like is going to be a part of your soul mission in one way or another. So now I'm going to pull from the tarot. Let's give you more insight as to how this relates to your circumstances, if it resonates, of course. If it doesn't, you can check out one of the other videos. Just have a look at your signs for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. All right? And see where this applies for your situation. Okay, so to clarify the Brother in Darkness card here, where we can see our favorite Lord of Darkness here, Set, casting his shadow. We have the Hierophant in reverse and clarified by the King of Pentacles. So yeah, this is essentially the universe saying, I am not stepping in on this one. This is your time. This is your time to show what it is that you are capable of. Show how grounded you truly are. How abundant you really are. Have you really understood the lessons that I've been bringing into your path? You're on this journey of spiritual awareness. You're on this journey of self-discovery. You're on this journey of understanding and learning and knowing, right? But now I'm going to start testing you. Now I'm going to see, have you understood what you've been taught, right? Do you understand that you have what it takes to overcome anything that I throw at you? Right? And that's what it's trying to communicate. That your divine masculine has it down, but it's your femininity, right? Your divine feminine, your intuition, your idealist part of yourself. The part of yourself that nurtures, that understands, that cares. The compassionate part of yourself. That's what it's going to take to overcome these darker forces. Not the battle-hardened warrior aspect, right? But do you realize that you are the king of your own kingdom? That's what's been communicated here. Once you realize that, you'll realize you can overcome anything. So to clarify then, the Black Obsidian card, the Temple of the Black Obsidian, you have the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Emperor, Aries energy. So we got strongly here the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles, which is screaming Taurus energy, okay? You also have the Ten of Pentacles. Did I say King of Pentacles? King of Pentacles or Ten of Pentacles before? Anyway, you know what I mean. King of Pentacles, just in case. You have the Ten of Pentacles clarified the Emperor, which is Aries, right? Any Aries energy. So, yeah, okay. This is understanding that if you can conquer yourself, then you can have anything you want in the universe. There is nothing that is off limits, right? Anything that you truly want, anything that is truly aligned to your will, you can have it once you understand how to master yourself. You know, as in the Emperor energy, you don't have to, it's not a case of just having dominion over an environment, being a king of your own castle, but more so having dominion over an entire region, right? Like the Emperor. It's about self-mastery. This is what this is talking about. If you can master the self, you can master anything. Okay? So if you want to overcome these challenges, if you want to overcome the darker aspects in your life, you need to overcome and master the darker aspects in yourself first. Once you do that, you'll realize that the world is your oyster, that your potential is limitless, and you can create the reality that you've dreamed of, right? But first you have to create it within yourself. All right? So, clarifying the Temple of Carnelian then, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords. Why am I not surprised? Again, it's about a choice, right? You choose which direction this wheel turns in. Okay, you have an opportunity here. This is talking about new beginnings, a new cycle, right? A new karmic cycle playing out. However, it depends on the decisions you make, the choices you make, right? Are you going to just fall into these darker energies and allow your shadow self to take over because it's enticing, because it doesn't require much thought, and it's not so demanding or taxing in terms of, you know, having to fight on any level, right? You just succumb to it, and you just be a willing participant in your own well, I don't want to sound too dramatic, but in your own destruction, essentially. Because while it will not destroy you, it will certainly have significant impacts on your life. It can bring about destruction in various parts of your life if you allow it, right? So it's up to you. The choice has to be made by you, no one else. So which path will you take? You know, will you overcome these challenges? Will you prove that you have the mettle to overcome by not falling into darkness, by not allowing the darker emotions to take hold, but to actually embrace the love in your life? You know, that's the choice you have to make. So, Libra, I hope this helped. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And yeah, I'll look forward to doing your next reading. So that will be probably the shadow work reading. So do check that out.